Okay, the team assessment for elite ages is built for coaches working at competitive levels where the game demands more than just technical ability. So it's designed for advanced athletes, helps coaches accurately assess performance, identify tactical strengths and weaknesses, and support players in developing the elite habits required to excel in high-performance environments. Also great for mid-season player meetings when you're talking with your individual players, and also helps just diagnose like the proper skill and habit deficiencies, especially within the team environment. You can start to see trends, things like that, where you really need maybe some improvement and some focus as the season progresses. So if we go through the assessment, we have enough for 2 evaluations over the course of the year. So we have one early in the year, one later in the season. We have all of our player rows below, enough for 20 skaters. And if we scroll down, we have our goaltenders as well down here. So if I go through the assessment, everything is auto-populated throughout. Pretty simple. The tagging system is a 1 through a 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. So let's say player 1, this player is Andy. We type in Andy. Again, player 1 will auto-populate in their own individual assessment. So we have Andy's evaluation under eval 1, and we can go through. So again, on the left, we have all of our, again, our habits, our skills, and then over here on the right is a little description of each one. So scanning habits, frequent head checks to process evolving game situations, and we can just start to evaluate. Maybe this is pretty low in the player. Our awareness a little bit low, has high effort, good stick, shift after shift, speed of play, okay. They play with okay tempo, transition, high transition, exit decisions are very good. Risk recognition, terrible. Maybe this player takes a lot of risks all the time, is willing to risk. The risk management isn't very good. Support touches, okay. But you can kind of start again to kind of see what's happening here as we all auto-populate on strengths, weaknesses, things like that. So if we go through, again, I click on player 1, it's showing their eval 1, what their scoring is. All the scores are based out of 90. We have an eval 1 index to the right that kind of gives us, and again, for players, shows exactly where they're evaluating and the overall score, and then the amount of growth opportunity. So eval 1, we're looking for more of this growth opportunity to fill into eval 2 as we progress through the season. So again, sitting down with players for individual player meetings, especially those mid-season meetings, these are great ways, great visuals to have with yourself while you're talking with a player, and easy to track only a couple times throughout the season with you or your assistant coaches. So same category, same thing with the goalies, goaltenders. We have kind of balance, control, angle, depth, tracking pucks, all the very important kind of things that we're looking for. And again, a description of each one. So same thing as we go through the goalies, it'll just auto-populate their kind of strengths, weaknesses as we go through. Gives them an overall score. If you notice down here, our overall team rank, so it'll give a ranking on each player. So right now we only have 1 player rank so far, so that's why they're ranking 1. So again, if player 2, let's say player 2 is ranking a lot higher in categories. Here you can kind of see, if we go down, you see now this player ranked, 2 players ranked now are number 1, and Andy, our first player, is ranked number 2. So you can also start to see where trends start to happen. So this is really great way to see those trends and identify those things. And when I talk about diagnosing things, like diagnosing exactly what you think this will show you in the entire overall team view of where some of the habits and things like that, some of the things that you probably as a staff need to focus on. So right here you can see our compete resilience. If you're seeing lots of green in this area, these are things that your team is probably a high competitive team with good resiliency. Our pace and our execution, maybe we're just not executing, right? So some of these things, again, if we're seeing a lot of yellow, red, things like that, our puck management, we're seeing a lot of yellow, red. these are some things that we can identify. If we do this assessment early in the season, we can get ahead of these things and start to incorporate more of these things into our development plan, especially early in the season as we go through. So, everything, again, if I move over, here's the goalie assessment. So our goalie 1 assessment that we just did, same thing, shows our eval 1, our eval 2, everything auto populates throughout. But again, really, really good way to identify kind of those strengths, weaknesses, and make the proper diagnosis early in the season, so you can make sure that you're on top of things for development plans. And then again, another great way to sit down with your athletes mid-season and go through a lot of these things with the individual player. Make sure you're staying on top of the proper correction and skill development process, and have a process for the individual players. So another great product for coaches throughout the season.